let's say you as a man, you have this female friend you're always talking to, but your partner does not know about that friend. Is that considered cheating?
Men will say, hello everybody, you're welcome once again to our YouTube channel, Comfort.Horse.Chike with Christabel and Mide. And we're back here today. The last time we were with our friends, few of our friends, and we had loads of fun, had conversation around almost everything and everything. If you've not seen that video, please go back and watch.
And also don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and make sure you turn on the notification bell, okay?
Yeah, so today for this podcast, for this particular episode, we're doing it ourselves, myself and Christabel, and we're just majorly talking about relationship. We know, there's no textbook to life or to relationship, but there are actually some things that you just need to, put in place that would actually make your relationship fun, just to spice things up, because we're of the opinion that relationship should be enjoyed, should be fun, should be peaceful, and obviously you should learn from your relationship.
And also, we've been having this argument between Mide and myself. Hear this one. So how long does it actually take you in a relationship to be from lovey-dovey? When you first start, when you're doing the midnight calls and all of that, from how long does it take you from lovey-dovey to crisis?
Yeah, I think, there are stages of relationships, right? Where the first stage, where the lovey-dovey that you mentioned is the romantic stage. That's the very first stage where you just met your partner and you guys are just all in love, always want to talk and always. And this particular part, you see the flaws, but you don't actually notice them. You see them, but you don't pay attention to them. You pay attention to what you love. Oh, it's actually funny. You actually don't care if it's rough or other things, So that's like the romantic, the first part. That crisis stage comes later on. I think, they said something about a couple of months, about 6 to 7 months, you can actually fall into the crisis stage, and which is very, very crazy.
6 to 7 months. Honestly, I really think for other people, it's like it takes like maybe a month. Maybe a month, we're already seeing it.
We're not talking about talking stage. We're talking about proper relationship.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a month.
If you're falling into a crisis stage already in just a month, oh my God, you need to work on your relationship.
Some people really have bad character. Like something you can't even bear. You just be disgusted.
As soon as a month, you're already showing your true color.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but the crisis stage you mentioned is actually a stage which is very vital, very important because. That stage, if your relationship, that's why most relationship just breaks, because they can't pass through the crisis stage. So, but as soon as your relationship passes through the crisis stage, then you find it difficult to let go of this person. The only thing that comes to your mind in your relationship is, how can we make it work? How can we make it work? You obviously must have seen almost all the problems or gone through all the problems during this crisis stage. Yeah. So, and you find it difficult for relationship. That's why you find it difficult for relationships that are 5 years, 7 years. They won't be able to just let go. It would be totally difficult.
True.
Yeah, so all along, what are the things that we actually put some things together to say, these are actually the things that you need to put or add up into your relationship just to make it work. But what we're going to do today, we're going to put them in, classify them into things that you need to do daily, things you need to do weekly, and things you can do monthly, and also things you can do in the space of 1 year.
So that's like the stage after the crisis stage, just to make the relationship work.
Just generally, entirely throughout your relationship, even while it starts, because right there at the beginning of your relationship, I am of the opinion that you should start enjoying it, because you're actually there to enjoy yourself. You're there to grow, you're there to learn, you're there to explore. That's what relationship should be about. So so right from the beginning, these are actually the things that you need to put in mind and do. So I think one of the things I would say is, if I'm going to start, can I start with going out on dates? How often do you think that should be? Should it be weekly or monthly?
See, I'm talking for the women out there. The women women out there.
That's true.
I would say this, that if it's possible, we want to be going on dates almost every day. But exactly, that's what I'm saying. If it's possible, we'd want to be going on dates almost every day. But then again, we have to be a little bit understanding to know that we need to compromise and stuff, and maybe just once a week at least.
Once a week. Oh, that's your. Then I am going to be the spokesperson for the men, for the guys. So I'm going to. I would say, I think, to go out on fancy dates, fancy restaurants, do something really nice. I think it should be maybe monthly, maybe around time where you just maybe it might be at the end of the month, maybe at the beginning of the month, something you're just really looking forward to do in a particular month. So these are actually the things that at the back of your mind you're thinking, oh, it's going to be the end of the month soon. I need to we are going to be doing this with my partner and all of that. So these are things that you look forward to that spice up the entire relationship. So
did you see this thingy trending now on Instagram? People go on dates, they go on alphabetical dates, like from A to Z. Have you seen it?
So, like, do you mean restaurant? They look for restaurant or what?
No. Like, let's say for A, they go for like art because it's A.
Oh yeah.
Then B, maybe bowling. Yeah. Then C,
that's
maybe.
That's actually
people.
Really
that's what's
nice.
Trending now.
That's actually very nice. That's the one thing to do as well. Just put aside. Just like we said earlier, there's really no textbook, but there are actually some things that you can put in place. You need, like you said, if you're going to be in a relationship, you need to be intentional about certain things. Yeah. So these are actually the things that you need to put in place while you're going out with that particular person. It would definitely spice up your. If you've been going in and out of relationship, maybe you should just sit back and enjoy this particular podcast so you can learn how to actually what to do better in your relationship that will be coming in the future.
And one thing I know for sure is that the start of all of this dates planning and all of that, it actually really does help relationship, because it's like we're talking, when you have it in mind that you're planning for this date that's coming, you won't want to, the fight is going to reduce in a way, because you won't want to like spoil the whole mood before that day.
Yes,
you get me?
That would actually take me back to the crisis stage, because now you're looking forward to something nice to do at the end of the month. You'll be like, okay, in my cart already, I actually put some dresses in. Exactly. Actually, this is my look. This is going to be my look for the next dinner. You understand? So you're looking forward to something really beautiful in your relationship. So even when you're going through a particular problem, you tend to want to let go, and just maybe if it's got to do with forgiveness, if it's got to do with you just letting go, don't dragging the entire problem unnecessarily. You just because you have something nice. Just take for instance vacation. Now vacation is another thing. Going on trips is another thing partners should put in mind to always do. So how often do you think people should go on vacation? Every week, every day?
Wait, I wouldn't really say every week, because vacation is something you have to like sit and really, really plan for. But at least maybe 2 or 3 times in a year.
Oh my goodness.
And you plan for it like really, really well. So that's my opinion. I'll say 2 or 3 times a year.
Okay. I think I'm still speaking for all the guys. So I'm going to say that once in a year is okay, because
once in a year.
Yeah, I mean once in a year is okay. Because if we're planning for a trip just like that, it's not just going to be 4 days trip or 4 nights or whatever. It should be something that goes like beyond 10 days, where you go to a new space, a new place, explore, you're all out of your comfort zone, getting to know each other out of your normal spaces. So these are the things that I think well planned, a particular year is actually perfect, and it's something that you can always look forward to. You can imagine when you've planned something beautiful, what's one beautiful country you can travel to that would be nice?
I'd say Egypt.
Now, okay, that's for you, right? You love, I mean, if you think Egypt will actually be nice and you're already planning something beautiful for Egypt with your partner, maybe for a couple of months to come, right? And all the plans are in place, you already bought this, they already bought that, and a particular problem or misunderstanding is coming in your relationship.
Nah, I won't let that happen.
So so you already have something beautiful planned ahead. So that's one thing I will feel like is actually going to be good for relationship as well, when you have plans for something nice, something beautiful that's going to come in the future. when small crisis happens, you tend to let them go. You tend to want to build upon them, sort them out, and just further ahead. So what other thing can relationship actually have that would spice up and be nice to do?
Well, getting to do something like gymming.
Oh, gym.
Yeah,
yes.
like doing. Looking forward to wanting to gym with my partner is a flex.
Right.
Like, it's a big thing for me, basically.
Yeah.
Because, like, just imagine me. Let's assume he doesn't like gymming. He will want to go with me to that gym just because he wants to do something, together with me, which is like
that would actually promote relationship as well. Getting to know each other better, understand each other's strengths. Actually, so it's a nice thing. So I would say that we can classify that into, say, maybe twice or once in a week to go out to gym. I mean, you can always, depending on what kind of relationship you have, it's possible that you don't see each other all the time, all through the week. But maybe twice or once in a week, you go out to the gym together, work out together, and it would actually be nice as well. For me, I would say, twice or once in a week to go out to the gym with a partner.
Anyways, if I should add, I would add this. It's good, or it's best to do something that your hobby loves to do. Like, let's say your husband or your partner or your wife out there, if they are this kind of person that they like a particular thing, it's good to always plan to do that particular thing with them. Because it builds a good communication between you, and it also builds that. It makes your relationship stronger, basically, because you're just doing something that he likes to do together.
Especially if your partner's love language is act of service. So you get to do stuff together. That would actually bring me to, I think partners should always find a time. It can be monthly, it can be weekly, to cook together.
Really? Oh, I like that.
Just make homemade food, just in your kitchen. You can even put the cameras up, True.
But one thing about me, I don't trust the man with my food.
Why?
Like, sometimes I'll be so tired from work and I'll tell my partner, help me make this. He's making it, but I don't trust it, and I'll just, what, forget it. I'll just enter the kitchen myself and do it.
Yeah, that's why if you're doing it together, you can actually oversee what both of you are actually doing. And it can be there. I can be sitting right there in the kitchen, just passing you.
What if it's that point where the man, you tell him, just put this cube in the pot for me, and then he adds two. No. That's why I said you understand yourself better, because obviously don't think there's actually some guys that are way better chefs, at cooking than their partners. So know who is better at what, then let that person be in control or be in charge of that particular activity. So for cooking, say you're better in cooking. So because you want him to be involved, you want to do it together just to spice up your relationship. You'll be the one in charge to say, okay, pass two cubes of seasoning, put this in, okay, put this amount of water in, put this, but you do it together. If you're not doing it, I think it's quite important that you find a day, go out. You can even go to the store together, buy all the groceries, buy all the cooking, whatever, bring them back home together, do the cooking together, sit down and eat together. Is actually something very, very important as well to do as partners. And another thing I would say is also pray together. Find a time. I'm not saying you should call me every morning to come and say, let's pray. No, but yes, because the fact that we're partners, we still do have a personal relationship with this God. If you believe in God, actually. So when you get to that point to say you want to pray, you should as well let your partner have some sort of chance to communicate and connect with God, even in prayer. So it's not all the time, even in marriages as well, it's not all the time you just always want to come together to pray all the time together. It's good to pray together all the time, but also give space for your partner to also communicate with their God, even personally. It's also good. So if you're not praying together, also try and do that. That's how you can spiritually connect your relationship with the spirit world as well. True.
God. So how often do you think Partners should pray.
Anyways, for me, I feel like it should be something that should be like a normal thing. It should be something that should be like every day. Because if it's something you've already, I don't want to say sow a seed. I want to say something that's like a normal activities to do. When you wake up from bed, you know that one person is going to do one person is going to lead the morning devotion. There should be that sense of when I wake up.
That's if you guys live together, isn't it?
Yeah, that's if we live together.
Yeah, if you live together. But what if you don't live together? I mean, not all of, what if you don't?
If we don't live together, then it's understandable that we cannot do the praying together. But at least there must be a day where I'll go spend the night in your place or vice versa.
Yeah.
So if something like that happens, we should have that sense of when we're waking up, we're going to have to pray together.
So what if you're not seeing each other for like a space of a long time? Let's say in a couple of weeks, you're not together. So the prayer that I'm actually talking about is a big prayer, important one. Don't let me put it that way. Is the one that you specially do as partners.
So what I'd say is that before you meet, you already know if you guys are spiritually, should I say spiritually powerful? Is that a right word to say? But if you guys are like spiritually powerful before you meet face to face, like, I mean, you guys are dating obviously, but you are not seeing each other every day physically. Before then, you already know that you're both spiritually powerful. If when you guys see each other physically, I mean, that it should come as a sense. It should come as a normal thing to want to like pray together. You get me? Because first of all, it's not every day you guys get to see each other. So seeing each other is a big deal. So since it's a big deal, you should actually pray together.
Yeah. Right. That's okay. So several things you should always do. What about things that you actually need to do daily? Because that's actually very vital. I mean, it's all about building up. So daily stuff builds up to weekly builds up to monthly. So what are actually the things that you need to do daily? My own is you need to go and pack all the gossip daily. Tell me about what has happened. And one thing. Do you know that?
What?
I mean, it should be like that anyways. Every man don't forget I'm speaking for all men.
Yeah.
Every man in a relationship loves to hear the gossip from their ladies.
Really?
The women. What's happened with so friend? What happened with so person in your, I mean, it could be extended family gist, it could be something that's happened at work, it could be something that's actually, I won't tell you lies, that most guys, most boyfriends, most husbands, they know secret stuff that happens in the midst of the guests, whatever. And these are like the things that men love. I love it when you give me all the gossip. Let me know things that you're not meant to tell me. Come and tell me all of these things. So you should do that daily. I mean, if you didn't have a boring day, maybe you go out and something happens. As soon as it happens, I want to hear about it. I want to know about it. And this would actually also build communication as well. I think it's really, in the space of 1 week, if you don't have any sweet gossip to give me, it's not nice.
So there should be correct gossip.
Yeah, there should be more correct gossip that should be coming in the space of a week.
There was one we were talking about before when we spoke about when you said, I like the one you said about when you're trying to support each other,
right?
You're trying to help each other grow. Right. Talk about the next step in life. Talk about what do you want to do career-wise. I like that one. I like the fact that you make out, like, it's good to like make out time in a relationship to actually discuss about each other's growth. To talk about what we want to be, what are we supposed to achieve this month, what are we supposed to achieve this year. I feel like that's a big deal, and that's something that will like drive many partners into like wanting to know that they have this support system to do what they want to do. Even if they fail in whatever they're trying to do, they still have it in mind that they're coming back to somebody that actually supports them regardless.
That's actually very beautiful. In every relationship as well, ensure that you are in your partner's business. You are ensuring that they're doing things right. You are putting your own idea, your own opinion, your own advice into their career, into their education, you can't have a partner who's still in school and you just let her do all the assignments, do all the, go for all the, the school problems all alone. So you should be always there to support, even if you're that intelligent to add a lot of things, but at least do a little bit of Google search, do stuff together that would actually improve the person's life, even if it's career. What have you have a time to sit down to think, what have we achieved this year in your career? What have you what is next to do? And I think this should actually, depending on whatever level, I think this should come in a couple of months, 6 months or in a year time, to see what you've achieved in a particular year and what's actually should be in plans for the next
I feel like
years.
Everybody really need that kind of support. That kind of support is a really big deal. It's big.
So these are actually really sweet and marvelous things that people in relationships should put in mind for them to have like a spice, fun and happy relationship. Relationship should be all about having fun, being peaceful, being happy, because you're connecting with somebody else, and it should be all about that person making you happy. It's quite very, very important in any relationship you're in. Your happiness is actually really, really important. So I think there's a particular one that I want to also. How often should you spice your sexual life? Not like the normal
things are getting spicy now.
So how often should you think like? I mean, just take for instance, you're there with your partner, and then you're thinking that, okay, we actually do this particular thing every month where we try something new and different sexually.
Wait, something that they've never tried before.
Yeah, something you've not tried before sexually. You just say, okay, at this particular day in a particular week, we're going to be thinking.
I don't know why I'm blushing. Hold on, let me calm down.
So calm down. So so I feel like it's quite. I think it's also if you have a sexual relationship with your partner. I mean, every relationship should be sexual as well, because that's part of it, right?
Yeah.
So how often should it be? It's quite important because to spice up the entire sexual life, to do something different. And don't forget to also have something to look forward to, to do with your partner as well.
Well, sexually, I would say to spice things up and try different things should be coming out every week. I mean, we're humans. Yes! I mean, we're humans. We have blood running through our veins. Sometimes we have like tough times. We have tough times at work. We have tough times even driving on the road. So everybody just wants to come home and relax. And how can we relax? Sexually, obviously. So trying new things, looking forward to that new thing. Just imagine I had a horrible day at work.
Do you all these spice and different things, do you not think it will finish in weeks?
It will not finish. Wait till they talk.
So there are several things you can actually do.
Don't even let me start.
Oh my God.
There are so many things to try every day, but then again, just to make it fair, at least weekly, you have something let's say on Saturdays, and we'll have something we're looking forward to. We're going to turn to Spider Woman on Saturday. Something like that. You get me?
Well, please. That's another thing anyways that you partners you need to put in mind just to spice things up. Because all of these things we'll mention.
Wait, you've not even answered that same question.
What question?
How long do you think it's good to spice things up in a relationship, like sexually? Well,
I would say that I'm not doing personally. I'm not doing personally right now. Okay. I'm just sitting here being the spokesperson for the guys. Okay. So I think it all depends on the vibe you guys are on. Okay. And that's why it's very important to have someone on the same level with you sexually in your relationship. You don't want to have a man who is already tired, not really sexually active, just because men get to that stage where they just not too active and vibrant, or they're not all about the sex thing, while you have a girlfriend who is just still young and still in
your blood is boiling.
Yeah, so when you find someone like that, you might have a problem. So that's where you need to compromise to get to that level. But when you have somebody who's on the same level with yourself, oh my goodness. So that's where I would say that I can say that to do something really crazy sexually and different, it can come in a month. Yeah. Just have a day that's
in a month.
Yeah. I mean, you can do every other thing. You can do every other thing before the month, but there's a particular day you're looking forward to that. Oh yeah, this is what we're trying and this is what we're doing. And that's what I think. So I'll put that on the month.
Okay. That's your opinion anyway. For me, We're looking forward to that weekly. Weekly, we need to get that sexual life up and running. Exactly.
Yeah. So these are actually very important. It builds connection.
Yeah.
It builds understanding. You get to a level in your relationship when you do some certain things, you will just find it difficult to let go, because I've actually seen scenarios of two people, right? They already in crisis stage, and you find it hard. I mean, guys can actually let go just like that because they feel like guys don't have the heart, and they can just, not like they're not hurt or anything, but they can just do as if they're not really concerned or bothered. But for ladies, it's always like really painful and all of that. So I've seen scenarios where a lady is just all over this guy. They broke up, but she's not letting go. And that's the reason why. I feel the reason is because of things they've shared. Right.
Like,
so yes, you share some certain things with your partner, you find it difficult to let go.
So because you're used to that.
Yeah, you're used to it. This person has seen you in and out. You've done stuff together. You've passed through certain experiences. Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy to just let this person just go break up with us and all of that. And mind you, they're back together.
Are they?
Yeah, because they can't. they can't just let go. I mean, and that's one of the things you should always look forward to do in your relationship. Things that would always want to bring you back together. All of that. In every aspect. We've talked about the career. We've talked about the spiritual aspect. We talked about having fun, exploring, traveling.
Yeah.
We even talked about the sexual part as well. So yeah, these are very, very vital. So now, to move to the next part of this particular topic, relationship and stuff. So that next part is where we just quickly discuss what big flex is. Now, because we know that no matter how hard you put things in place just to ensure that you enjoy your relationship, there are some certain things that can actually pop up which might cause problem in your relationship, right? So just quickly, just like you said, you're the spokesperson for the ladies, and I am for the guys. So I hope I am actually speaking the mind of the guys. So what would be the big flex that for you, like in your relationship, you just know that no, this is my big flex that your partner is always doing. It might be small or insignificant, but it's just really big, and you love it.
So for me, and I hope this is also for the women watching this, if you have a different opinion, please, I want to see your opinion.
Put it in the comments. Please, I really want
to see it. Anyways, for me, one thing, actually it's not even one, 3 things that are my biggest flex that I want in a partner is loyalty, princess treatment. It has to be there. And then the biggest is respect. That one goes both ways, which I know, but that respect, I'm big on respect. Like, you have to see me as someone that you'd really fear. You have to see me as someone that's like your mom, that you would not go outside and disrespect. Of course,
Christabel.
yes. You have to see me as someone that is your mom. You won't go out there and disrespect, because I'm obviously sure that no one will want to disrespect that mom. No one will want to do that. So that's how I want to also be treated. I want to be treated like that. I want a man that will have that sense of respect towards me. Did I mention princess treatment? Because I'm big on that one as well.
So I'm actually going to say your princess treatment is number 1. Respect is number 3, and the other one is number 2. Loyalty is number 2. Oh yeah, that's for you.
What about you?
Your big flex. My big flex, and I think I'm speaking for all the guys, is going to be number 1, the respect. Oh my goodness, I'm going to point some scenarios over, right? So respect is, men are actually big on their ego. My God, you don't mess with the man's ego, especially from their partner, from someone you feel like you trust. You don't mess me up in the public or I mean, it's okay to be in the house and you correct me over things.
Yeah.
Tell me how it should be, stuff like that. Get angry. I see partners shout at you at home and all of that. But you don't do that in public or where friends are. So it's a big flex when your partner respects you a lot, even in general public. I've been in scenarios where we're all seated together. I think I shared this with you. We're all seated together with our partners and all of that. And you just find it's a public gathering where we have friends and families all around. She just keeps coming. Are you okay? Do you want some small chops? Do you want a drink? Things like that. While in the midst of all these guys are just like, what's happening? So it's a big flex. To me, you just be like, okay. You just want to be treated like a king. You said princess treatment. Guys, the king's treatment, and you don't disrespect a king. And that would actually come to the part where you don't also go against your man in public. If he's reacting in a certain way, now don't give me that face.
Okay.
Let me just explain myself. He's a grown-up man. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's quite intelligent. That's why we're with him, right? So when you're in public spaces or you're in the midst of people and he's reacting somehow that you don't agree with, don't make it known. Agree with him right there, right that time, that moment. When you guys go back home or you get your private space, you can let him know that he's done anything wrong, or what his opinion, his reaction, or whatever is wrong. And
so you're saying that instead of bruising his ego outside,
no, you don't
I should pet it.
Don't just mess with that ego out there. Okay. So if he's done something out there that you feel like you don't agree with, that is wrong, support him. Be his support system at that moment. If he's going and just be a part of the entire thing. But when you get back to your closet, right, you can let him know. I won't lie to you that if you do a mistake to start correcting your man in public in the midst of people, it would leave a mark in him that he might not forget. You can correct your woman in public to say, babe, why are you doing like that? Don't do that. This and that. Control yourself. All of that. It won't make as much mark in a lady
than a man.
Yeah. It will make a mark.
Oh my God, I disagree for this one. Yes, Mide. I disagree.
So
but
you think
it's my opinion.
Yeah.
I want to hear people's opinion as well, because do you actually think, in my head, I feel like if you hurt a lady outside, it's still going to stick on that lady regardless. Because next time when we are outside, I'm trying to be so cautious because I don't want you to embarrass me again, because I'm actually expecting you to embarrass me again. Yeah,
I'm not saying ladies will be happy about it, right? They won't be. But generally, this just boils down to the fact that the personality of most ladies.
Okay.
They let things go easily later on.
Yeah, forgive a lot.
Yeah, they just, they forget about it that it even ever happened. But if it's gonna be for a guy, right? For a guy, he will not just forget. Because as soon as even in that space where that entire thing happened,
yeah,
if he passes through them, probably he's driving through, he will remember that you disrespected him.
Really?
In that spot. If he was with somebody, as soon as he meets that person again, even if they've reconciled and everything, he'll remember that you disrespected him in that particular scenario. So it leaves a mark in him. So it's not nice. So big flex, respect. And another thing is knowing for sure that nobody comes close to your woman. Your woman is not everybody's lady. That's another big flex for most men.
That one sounds right.
You can't just walk to my woman and start acting weird and all of that. You're gonna mess yourself up. It's a big flex for guys. When you're not coming close to my woman. Come on. You get. I mean, it can actually be wrong. Ladies can be funny and all of that. But when a man feels like that, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Oh. Yeah. So those are like the big flexes that I think guys would have. So to round up this particular section, yes, like we said, there are some certain things that can actually break relationship.
There's even something I wanted to ask you. It's out of the box. I mean, it's about relationship, but it's a bit out of the box. I wanted to ask you, are you comfortable with your friend? What did I just say? Are you comfortable with your own friends getting really close to your partner?
As a guy, and I'm speaking for guys,
Okay.
I don't think I have a problem with it.
You don't have a problem?
It all depends. Don't forget that I said that it's a big flex. If I know my woman and I know that there's really nothing going to happen, you having that peace of mind, that big flex that I said, having that peace of mind that, this is my woman, nothing, all that kind of rubbish is not going to happen. So, but it's a thing about you knowing your friend and knowing your woman. If you have a friend that has a bad character, is always all over the place about women, then you don't want him to come close to your partner because you obviously don't trust him, right? Especially his mindset, the way he relates with women and all of that. You don't want your partner all in that kind of, rubbish or anything. So that's when you can say, avoid this person, don't this and that. But when it might not be close. I'm not saying close relationship that they talk all the time and all that. Nah, not all of that. But at least they still talk, they still, be in communication and all of that. So I don't think it's. But if I'm going to ask you the same question.
Yeah, I trust my friends and I love them. And obviously I love my partner. But I won't be very comfortable with my friends being too close with my partner. I want you to talk to him when I'm there. I want to be there when you guys are having a conversation. Exactly.
So they don't text your partner like at the back or something?
What are you texting him for? Are you his sister? Please.
So what if I need something? What if she needs something to ask your partner? They have to come through you.
She has to come to me. Me.
Oh, okay.
Let's assume now, okay, he wants to do like a surprise for me. It's understandable.
So you want... So that's the exception because it's coming to you. Right.
It's understandable. But when it comes to the point that they're now, good morning, how are you? And I just wanted to check in on you. How is she?
No, that's
Excuse you?
No, that's
what is that
I
for?
mean, that's no. But for the guys, for the girls, nah, I don't think that's right. Anyways,
I wouldn't like something like that, and I just cannot allow it.
So
There's
it's being So generally, I think might probably just come to a particular level on that topic. I think, your partner's friend shouldn't be your friend, man.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, you can be like,
we can
cool.
all hang out together.
There's a difference between being cool and being friends.
Exactly.
You guys
cool.
can be cool, but don't be friends.
Hi.
But don't be friends. Yeah, so that's it. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
So we're saying things that can actually happen that breaks relationship. I mean, it's okay to put things in place that you love to do in your relationship for fun and for all these things. But there's some certain things that are actually, when they happen in your relationship, irrespective of how happy you are, you just want to let go. You just want to, and I think part of it is the infidelity, the cheating part.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so you probably will just go through some certain things that can actually
consider cheating.
That we can consider cheating in a relationship.
Okay. So this is also going to go for our viewers as well, because I want them to also answer. I don't want it to sound like we're the only reasonable ones here.
Yeah.
So yes, this is a question of the things that are considered cheating. So having a friend / boy or girl your partner doesn't know about, is that considered cheating? Like, let's say you as a man, you have this female friend you're always talking to, but your partner doesn't know about that friend. Is that considered cheating?
Men will say, yeah. I'm speaking for all the guys. So I would say yes. I mean, it's cheating if your partner doesn't know about it.
Me too. I'd say yes, because it's corny. Why would you be doing corny things if you don't want me to know?
Don't forget that it can actually be a case where there's no reason for me to let you know that I'm speaking to certain people.
No, I feel like you're my man, yeah?
So everybody has
Since you're my man, you need to update me because you know my feelings. You need to think about my feelings as well.
Yeah, I know, but it can't actually be about everybody that I talk to. Okay, now I run business. I do business. And I meet a lot of people. I meet a lot of people. I'm telling you a lot. So it can be a case where I meet someone, and obviously if I'm meeting somebody, it will be in a particular context, maybe for a reason or business or to do this or to do that. Do I necessarily need to tell my partner?
I'd expect you, even if I traveled, I'd expect you to drop me a text. Babes, I'm having a meeting with this particular girl on this day. I'll fill you in the details later. there's a level of respect I'm
I'll have to tell you
know.
the person, who she is.
You don't, at that point, you don't need to tell me who that person is. When we're talking about how our day went, let's assume we're not together, like you were in your house and I was in my house, or we was living in different places. When we're recapping about our whole day, I want you to mention it. Oh, babe, I had this meeting. Oh my God, it was hectic. Anyway, I met this girl from Instagram. She was talking about promoting her business. Let me know. I want to be involved as well. I want to be involved. Okay. Yeah, I want to hear that.
So if that's not done, then you take it as cheating.
Exactly. If that's not done, I'm thinking this man is doing some corny shit. And if I start thinking like that and you're actually doing that thing, you're cheating.
Yeah, cheating. All right, what's another thing that you can actually classify as cheating?
Talking to your ex while in a relationship. Imagine.
Why should you be talking to your ex?
Imagine.
I think it depends. Anyways, I would always want to think. I would always want to think wide. Hold on.
Okay.
I would always want to think wide and about these things because right now I'm painting several scenarios. What if your ex actually might be in the same company or might live in the same around the same space with you? Might be like all those apartments and all that.
So I had an ex that we had a business together, basically. Right. And then when I met my partner, obviously I told him about the business and all of that. But he's not comfortable with it. Is that before I even told him about this, he was fine with it. Then he started getting to a point where the calls became too frequent and all of that. Oh, yeah. He said, I don't think I'm comfortable with this. Is there any way that we can stop this communication and still doing your business and still not getting hurt? And I was like, well, that's a valid point. I think about your feelings, so I'll see if there's any way I can run it. Yeah, and then we had to start communicating email only.
Can I ask you?
Yes, please.
In that particular scenario, do you feel like you're in control? Like nothing is not. It's basically business that you're just talking about.
In all honesty, I wasn't in control. Because there was still some feelings.
So that's the thing. There
was still some things coming back because of the banter, the way we talk to each other. There was still some things coming back. So I really felt like...
it's better to just stay away.
Yeah, I really felt like it's right to
I agree.
Close the door.
Don't be close with your...
Yeah, because there must be something coming back. It's somebody you once loved.
If you left something behind, there's no going back to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So let it go. So if you're actually talking to your ex, so it's cheating too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right.
And the third one is calling someone else the same names you call your partner.
Okay, that's several. For men, I think that there's a lot of guys that will be on this particular table because most of the time you just go babe. No babe in that because there are some ways you can actually say babe to somebody, and you won't mean babe to your babe. You mean just like. How can I paint this?
So how can you call somebody babe? But you don't mean the babe you're calling your babe.
No, it's if you say, oh my God, I really don't know how to put it. But I think it's actually.
Think about this again. How can you call somebody babe without meaning the same babe you're calling your babe?
No, if you say. I think it's different. I really don't know how to point, but there are ways that it can actually be different. It can be babe, it can be sweetheart, it can be any nice or whatever that you can actually call a lady. So, for a guy, a lady cannot just come and call a guy babe. It's gonna be somehow. But for ladies, naturally, every lady is a babe. Isn't it?
Every lady is a babe.
Yeah.
But it depends on who calls you babe.
So that's my own. That's where I'm thinking from. Say every lady is a babe. So you just say, oh, that babe, this babe, okay. Babe, control yourself. Control yourself. Not like you're saying like that's just what I think. Anyways, but if you consider if you have a special name that you call your partner, right? If babe is that special thing or pet name that you call your partner, then if your partner finds out that you called your other people whatever that same name, then obviously it's not gonna feel nice.
Yeah, it's really not going to feel nice at all.
So I would agree that that you can classify that as cheating as well.
Yes. 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 It means there's something you're seeing in this person that obviously we can't see physically. Yes.
Well. Yeah. What other thing have you got?
So we have going to someone else about relationship problems who is not your family.
No, people do that.
The thing is that for me, I feel like our problem should be private. There's no way you see me come outside and run my mouth about what's going on with my. So, it's only when you don't choke me, when you don't, and before I even have to talk about it, it's going to take a while. If it's even possible that it might not even happen, that I might not even talk about it.
I've taken courses around psychology.
Okay.
Around what do you call it now? Psychology, where you get to, people come to you. Mm-hmm. And they let their mind out of what's going on and all of that. And in that scenario, I don't think it's cheating, because I won't lie to you. I will use myself as I know a lot of ladies, ladies in relationships, married, and all of that. And I don't know why, but they can't tell me anything. I don't know if their partner knows, but things that happen in their relationship, they used to tell me. And why are they telling me? It's actually because they're seeking for advice. And they want to know my own opinion. What do you think? Do you think I've acted wrongly? Do you think I should have done this better? And all that. This is just because we communicate, and they feel like I can help and all of that. Even there are times where I was single, and I used to look like a relationship expert.
Really?
Yeah. So people just text you up to talk about all of that, because obviously they get to that particular level where they are free and open to talk to you about their personal life and their private stuff with their partners and all of that. And yeah, I don't think the partners will see them as cheating if they are taking advices or they're letting other persons know about what's going on in their relationship, if the goal is to get better for that. Because I won't lie, I will tell you, I have two different scenarios. These guys, they know me, right? They know that myself and their partners talk, right? They're not happy with it. I know, you can tell that they're not good. They're just like, wow, what do you do? Why are you calling that boy? Why are you texting that boy? But a particular thing happened for these two scenarios. They saw the chat. They saw a particular chat. Both of our chats, myself and their partners. And in every of the chat, I would always stand by the guys. If you've done something wrong, I'll let you know. You don't treat your man like that. I am a guy, you can't treat me that way, and I will accept it. So I let them know the truth. I let them know what and how the guys will always think. So when these guys saw this particular chat, they became friends with me.
Really?
Yeah. So this is just a scenario, like they became friends with me. So most of the time, because when stuff like that happen and they overreact, the ladies overreact, or they done something wrong, or you feel like your guy is overreacting and you want to just know the opinion of another guy. And if that guy is sensible enough, and that's what I truly do. I love doing it, actually. I love when people come to me with a problem. I'm actually going to take that course soon, where people can actually welcome to my room and we have a chat about what's going on in personal life and all of that. We share ideas, advices and all of that. So I love doing that. So it happens. So I wouldn't consider that as cheating if you have someone you can confide in outside your family or outside your partner, who can actually shed some light or show you the way concerning things. If it's defined, it shouldn't go beyond that anyways. If it's defined, then it's fine.
I feel like that's your own point. Look at it from my own point of view.
Right.
Just imagine you're single.
Right.
And my partner does something I don't like.
Right.
And I come to you.
Right.
It's possible that you want me as well, because you're single, obviously.
Oh.
I'm a pretty lady. I'm a spec.
Right.
And I'm telling you what this man did to me. You won't be out there saying, oh, this man is in the wrong. You'll be like, you deserve princess treatment. What are you still doing there? Leave the man. Leave him. And when I leave him, after 1 week, we're together.
So that would actually be on your side.
So first of all, even for a man, even vice versa, because it could be that a man is talking to a woman. There's so many women out there forming that they are good women. No? You'll just be talking to them about your problem. They're telling you, if it's me, that chat. You know, when you see a chat, when they say, if it's me, I cannot act like that. So if it's me, I know that I will respect my man. They'll be doing over Sabi. when they know quite well that they just want that man. And let's say I break up with you. When I break up with you, obviously you're going to still go run into that girl. That your therapist is now going to be your baby girl. You get what I'm saying?
Now, like I can say that, I understand your point, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I would want to say that you still stand at the point of understanding or knowing how this person is.
Yeah.
You can tell, every guy can tell as soon as a girl is, I think you're making me remember some certain things. But as soon as a girl is close to you as a guy, you can tell what they want. So you don't go sharing such vital situations with such people. So as a lady as well, you should be intelligent enough to know that this guy will not give you the right advice concerning your partner, because you know that he wants you as well. You know that this lady actually likes me enough and would take me if something happens to my relationship. So I don't go taking advice from such people.
I mean, people are actually blind to see those things, because what they just say is, no, she's a very good person, she listens.
Yeah, so
but we all know what they want.
Over time, that I think this kind of trust also comes over time. If you're coming to me to seek advice concerning something you've done with your partner, which you know that is wrong, and I'm telling you that you are right, then you know that something is going on. Do you understand?
Chop me.
Yes, why you all of that, and it's just like that. It cannot just be. What I mean is, it cannot just be yourself and your partner alone in this world.
Yeah.
You would have friends. You would have family members. You would have colleagues. You would have people that do business together, or people you can actually confide in. You have therapists as well.
But those kind of situations, even if it doesn't turn out as cheating, it can turn to disrespect in a way. Let me explain. So it's like meeting somebody and telling this person, okay, let's say I meet my girlfriend and I tell her, you know what, this man is doing this, he's doing that. Obviously, I did not explain it. I just explained it from my own point of view. I don't know about my partner's point of view. So seeing from my own point of view, obviously, I'm going to be right. So my partner will be like, oh, he's a dickhead. Excuse my language. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's that. Next day when we were fine, when I and my partner were fine, he sees my girlfriend. My girlfriend is not going to accord him that much respect, because she's already seeing that he's treating her like this. It could even be tomorrow now she's gossiping about me with somebody else, saying that your husband does not like you. He does not like you, get me? So that's where the disrespect comes in. So this is one thing that holds me away from talking about my relationship, because I feel like they might not understand it. Why I'm forgiving him, you might not understand why. Because it can be that I was even in the wrong, but the way I've said it to you, I'm in the right.
I think the fact is still that you just need to understand who your friend is and who you're going to. And better still, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, you can find a neutral person who doesn't even know your partner. That's why therapists are there. Just find a therapist, let your mind out, let's see what they've got to say and how to put you in the right direction. So I don't think it's bad to talk about secret stuff, because you cannot just I don't think it's bad to talk about relationship stuff. So just to round up this particular part, I think I would want to say, when it comes to cheating, anything your partner don't agree to is cheating. Let me explain that. And now let me give you a scenario.
Okay.
Anything whatsoever, I'll repeat that.
I'm ready to hear this one.
Anything whatsoever that your partner don't agree to is cheating.
How?
I'll give you a scenario.
Okay.
Do you know that there are actually some partners who agrees to a third party in their sexual life? You won't consider that as cheating?
No.
Yes. So that's it. So anything so if your partner agrees to, bring the third party down, because I've seen scenarios where people do it. So
but
you won't say
cheating.
It's not cheating, because the partner agrees to it.
Yes.
Wants to do it. You both accept to do it. I'm not encouraging that kind of behavior or anything, but people do it. So anything whatsoever that your partner don't agree to, so far they know about it and they say you shouldn't do it, if you do it, then you are cheating on that partner. It's just like relationship or whatever. If you're having any kind of business relationship with anybody, that business partner doesn't agree to you doing particular thing, then you're cheating that particular partner. So it's just like that in relationship. Anything whatsoever. If it says, I don't like you wearing this particular shoe, but because you like wearing that shoe, because you're comfortable, it's your grandpa that gave you the shoe, you had to go and wear it, then you're cheating on that partner because she doesn't want it and you're doing it regardless. So that's what I think. So all of these things, right, just to come to close. We hope that you come this far with us. And we hope we've learned one or two things. Let's know what your opinion is concerning all of these things that we've touched, you know. And it's very good to spice up that relationship you are in. You don't need to leave that relationship. You just need to put some certain things in place. You like this person. That's the reason why you're with this person. So you don't need to leave. Even if it means
bringing in threesome.
No, I'm not saying that, but spice up the relationship. Do things that are fun. Make sure you're enjoying yourselves. Make sure you're growing in your relationship, you're learning in your relationship, and just don't let go. It's quite easy to let go these days. Hold on to it. Work on your crisis stage of your relationship, and you see yourself, going better, and you can never tell.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much for coming this far with us. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was really educative for you. I'll see you in the next episode, guys. But don't forget to subscribe and follow.
Put on the notification as well.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.